Hello, I am Kristen with the Fifth Sparrow No More, and I am so glad that you are here with me today to do a thrift haul. Now, we haven't done one of these in quite a bit of time, so it's going to be things from like the past month of church garage sales and estate sales and thrift store finds and things like that. So we are going to go through that thrift haul and show you everything that I've got in the past month. So before I start with the thrift haul, I just wanted to share some news. Some might know, some might not know, but I actually had two booths, one in Clinton, Tennessee at the Clinch River Mercantile and one at Nostalgia South in Knoxville. I will be closing the one in Nostalgia South in Knoxville. I really needed to evaluate where my time was being spent and what the value of that was. Now, Knoxville is about an hour from us, and when I got the booth at Knoxville, I thought I could do it, but I quickly realized it was just too much, and I wasn't able to devote the time to it that it needed, and it really, Nostalgia South is a really good store with really good vintage finds, but it's not my style. And so what I have is not what that market is looking for. So distance, the market, and just the value of time that that I need to keep for other things. And that's why I will be closing it at the end of this month. So that being said, I'm hoping that I can make my spot bigger at the Clinch River Mercantile. That's up in the air right now, but that's what I'm hoping for, to have a bigger spot. So all that being said, that's my big news. I'm just gonna go from two booths to one booth, and I gotta find somewhere to put all of the things. So I need a bigger spot. So now that we've gone through that, let's do a thrift haul. I've laid everything out on the table, and I'm just gonna go one by one and tell you if I remember where I got it and how much it was. And really it's only about 3 places. I didn't do that much thrifting, so it's really not that much, but not that many places. It's a whole lot of stuff, but not that many places. So I'm just gonna go one by one and share what I got and then the price of it if I remember. So the first thing is horsebrush, and Dad and I got this at a garage sale that we stumbled upon that was in a parking lot of high school. So that is the horsebrush. And I think I paid $2 for that. And let's see, we'll do, okay, this was a garage sale find, this is a little crock. It has its lid, and you'll see I only paid 50 cents for this. There you go. So that is a little crock. It has the United States of America seal on it, and I thought that was really, really cool. Let's see. I'll go next with these. These are for me. They're not for the booth. They are salt and pepper shakers, and I got them for $3 at the Habitat for Humanity. And yeah, they're mine. Flamingo salt and pepper shakers. Let's see. This was also at a garage sale. I believe this was 25 cents or 10 cents. I can't remember which. But I thought it's adorable. It's got little animals and little houses on it. Super cute. This was at that same garage sale with that mug, and this was 50 cents. It's got a little duck on it. It's so cute. And I think it's a wall hanging, or I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it had duck or goose. And he has a bow tie. So it was cute. This is also for my house. I did chip it in transport, and really sad about that. So it might have to be donated again, but I got this for $2 at a garage sale, church garage sale. I lost the one from Houston because that did break, and I've broken another one in transit. So I don't know. It's not that sharp or anything, so it might be fine. Okay. Now, at a vintage store in Knoxville, they had $1, $3, and $5 tables set up outside. So their vendors brought things out and was able to put it on those tables, and then the store was working the tables there. So I got a few things from the $1 table and a few things from the $5 table. So we'll go through those now. So I got these, and they are like a Fire King, and they're iridescent, swirly. I got 3 of those. And then there's same swirly pattern, Fire King, but there's 2 of these plates. So those were all each $1. Okay, next thing from that is hiding back here. I got this little jewelry box. This will be a fun makeover, and usually I'm all about the Holly Hobby things, but it's coming off and it's faded, and so it's going to get a makeover. So it's got this fun color on the inside, which reminded me of the St. Germain transfer. And it's a little drawer, and it's a music box. So that will get a makeover, paint job, and a makeover on that. And I thought that was super good. That was $5. I hope that stops soon. Let's see, what else did I get from that? I don't know what else I got from that. Oh, it was some fall things, and it's already in the house, in the fall box. There was a ceramic cornucopia and a Bread of Life plate, and those were $3 each, but they're already packed up in the house, and I forgot them. So that's that one. And now we're going to do church garage sale. So this church garage sale that I went to, I'd been seeing advertisements on Facebook Marketplace and things like that. And it started at the sneak peek was at 3 o'clock on Friday. And I was like, great, it's Friday. Not that many people will be going on Friday. Well, I got there, and there was a line of people. I got there at 3 o'clock. A line of people were walking in the door, and I kind of followed them, and I asked the lady that I was behind how long had they been waiting to go in the door, and they had started lining up at 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. Who knew? But I was a newbie, and I will next year know to go line up at 1 o'clock. So that being said, I'm going to share what I got at that church garage sale, and it was pretty awesome. I got a lot of crafting stuff because it was pretty fantastic. So The first thing I got were these feathers, and they're 50 cents each, and I think there was 3 in each pack. No, oh my gosh, no. They're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there's 10. There's 10 in each pack, and they were 50 cents. And what I'm gonna be doing with these is a Nutcracker Christmas garland. And these kind of reminded me of a tutu. So these will go in the garland. And I did not realize there was 10 in each bag. So there's gonna be a lot of pink fluff. I hope my parents are prepared for that. And then I got pink bows, pink velvet bows. These were $1 for these. And that's also for that Nutcracker Christmas situation. And I got these. I don't remember how much these were. They're probably, 50 cents or $1 or something like that. But they're all pink, green, and gold or tiny ornaments. So that will go on that Nutcracker Christmas garland. These were $1 as well. And I like the little green bows in here, the gold bows in here. The red I'll do something else with. I got some green ribbon that matches those bows. And I don't remember how much this was, probably quarter or 10 cents. Something like that. I got battery operated candles to do crafts with for Christmas. So 2, 4, 6, 8 of those, and those are 50 cents each. Starting to make a mess. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. I got 7 of these little bird cages, and these were 50 cents each. But what I'd like to do is see if I can get the tea light part off, do a flat surface, and then make ornaments with some birds or something with those for Christmas. So that'll be a craft project. Let's see. I got these Huckleberry Finn, Tom Sawyer. I thought these would be great for the fall. These haven't made it in the fall bucket yet. And I thought they were really fun. These frames and everything were super fun. And let me make sure that, yes. So that's everything from that church garage sale. So the next thing, back to the $1, $3, $5 tables at the antique mall. I forgot something. Who's confused? I also noticed that I forgot something from the church garage sale, so we'll go back to that in just a minute. Squirrel. Okay. Oy. So I got 4 of these old frames. These are the thick ones, and these are all on the dollar table. And that was at that antique store. $1, $3, $5 sale. And then back to the church garage sale, the last thing. And these aren't really that fun, but I got 3 of them. And they're these wood boxes, and they'll go perfectly under my new to me workbench, which was my daddy's old workbench that I'll be working on. So that project is coming up. New craft space. I just painted this wall, and we are ready to start the craft space. So excited. Okay. Y'all don't hate me, but I just found something else from the $1, $3, $5 sale. I probably should have made piles and organized myself before this started, but I did not, because I technically always fly by the seat of my pants. It's just the way I roll. So this was also in that $1, $3, $5, and I cannot remember if this one was $3 or $5. But it's the bubble milk glass. Very, very pretty. Very pretty. Okay, so Habitat for Humanity. Let's do that one. So I got this, and the little guy there at the Habitat for Humanity, he didn't know what it was, and I tried to explain to him what it was, but there was some miscommunication. Anywho, I got this for $3. I'm gonna use it for Christmas trees, a little vignette in there. Also this one, also $3, I think, or yes, also $3. And these will both be a Christmas repurpose. I think that's all from the Habitat. Okay. Okay, so now we'll talk about an estate sale. Now, so I'm gonna pop in a picture of this estate sale that I went to. Now, it wasn't a smart choice because it was kind of scary, to be honest with you. Sorry, dusty. And you'll see why. Because it was 3 outbuildings and then 1 office area. And it was at the end of the sale, because it said it closed at 5, but it was 3 o'clock and the people were done, so they were packing up. So I kind of made a pile and dusty, and got this all for $20. So part of this is in the house with the fall stuff. It's a huge fall bunch of floral. I'm going to put that picture here as well. And so that I got that there. I got this, and it's an IKEA piece, and it has these little feet things that attach to a table. So it's like a shelf that sits on the edge of the table. So that's going to go on the edge of my workbench. So I got that there. Okay. And I got this there, and I got these jars there. And I'm thinking that they're gonna go right in my little shelf, and be some awesome storage. So I got 3 of these, that shelf and that flower frog and the floral. Okay. All right, so let's do the Karm. So the Karm is like the garage, the Goodwill here in Tennessee. Gotta love the Karm. And they do some great stuff here in the community, help people out and things like that. So it's good to support a thrift store like that. So the first thing I got at the Karm was this bag of old clothespins. And I sell a lot of these in the booth. There's different kinds in here. So there are flat ones, and then like these as well. And usually, like, I'll buy them new, I'll coffee stain them, and then I'll go from there. But these are already old and stained, and all I have to do is put some wrapping around it and put it in the booth. So these are done and done, except for the putting them together. I got this for my work bench, for my paintbrushes to go in, and I thought it just made me happy. It's kind of junky, but it made me happy. And it's just going to be for work. Let's see. And y'all know I'm a sucker for Holly Hobby. So I got a set of 3 plates. So this is the first one. And not saying this is Holly Hobby, but I'm just saying this looks like Holly Hobby. I don't exactly know what. Oh, look at that. It is Holly Hobby. So that one. But what I was saying is I'm a sucker for Holly Hobby. Anything really, if it looks like Holly Hobby. And this was the plate that was on top. And that looks very much like a Holly Hobby. And I thought that was really, really cute. And it says, count your blessings, not your troubles. This one says, just a little thoughtfulness brings a lot of happiness. And happy times are remembered long after they're gone. I thought those were super, super sweet. We got a thread spindle. I don't know exactly what they're called, but it's really pretty. I think this was $1.99. And once again, the Holly Hobby things. And these are like real flowers in there. And then the little girls are 3D. And I just thought that was super, super cute. And it's in really good shape. Like the flowers, there's not much falling off. And it's in really good shape. So that's really cool. I got this little box with an old sewing machine on top. And it's not old, but it's really cute. And I do need to put another hinge on it. The hinge is broken, so I need to put another hinge on it. And the last thing at the Karm was this goose picture with all her babies. I think it's just adorable. And it has the Mother Goose and Goslings is the name of it. And it has the artist's information on the back. So I thought that was really, really cute. Yeah, another one of those ones I don't really want to get rid of. Okay, and then another church garage sale. And this one was just maybe the past weekend or something like that. And I had seen the pictures that I'm about to show you on their Facebook Marketplace listing, advertising the garage sale. And I was like, oh, I already had the horse brush. I was thinking if I could get these, now you have a hint as to what they are. I could make a whole horse vignette. Well, not really a whole horse vignette because these are the only 3 horse things I have. But, for fall, I'll start working on that. So this is the first one. I'll get that. And it says a meet at the shoes. And I looked them up in their copper engraved pictures. These might be reprints of that, but that's what it said online. Okay, and then this one was marked $4. So, and then this one says the mail goes by. So obviously this one has a mail truck on the bridge, and the hunting hounds are waiting for them. And this one was marked for $5. So $9 for both of these pictures. And I thought they were just beautiful. I'm not going to do anything to them but clean them up. And then the last thing is a bundt pan. And this will be a fall upcycle. Can you tell what I'm going to turn this into? If you know, put it in the comments. So this will be a fall upcycle. So that is kind of a crazy thrift haul. You know how my brain works. Squirrel. You know, and like I said, this is basically the last month of thrifting because I really haven't done a whole lot because I have a lot of inventory, but it has been with me for a long time, and a lot of it was given to me and not really what I would have picked myself. And so, you know, I'm debating on whether it's time to let it go and do some things that excite me in the booth again. So struggling with that as well. So lots of fun things coming up. I have a new tool that we'll be playing with in the craft space building, and super excited about that. And then after that we have fall projects coming up. Yes, it's already time. I'll be making all kinds of different pumpkins and fall things, so that's exciting as well. And then also, you know, a whole booth reset too. You know, if we can get a bigger space, or we can clean out some of what we have and reset it. So lots of fun things coming up. So you don't want to miss it. So make sure that you subscribe, hit the bell, like this video. So I can thrift haul, booth work, DIY, craft with you every Tuesday and Saturday on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you on Saturday.